My final project is called Virtual Reality Pet interacts with via hand gestures to reduce social anxiety. The target audience I have chosen is mainly 14 to 28-year-olds. I've chosen a younger audience because this is common for social anxiety to occur in this age range. I chose the dog to be the pet because the user can feel at ease as the dog is known to be men's best friend, and the user can be themselves and not be afraid of the dog biting them. Also, for people who are allergic to dog fur, can also experience this simulation without having any allergic reactions, since this is a virtual simulation. My main project aim is to resolve the fear and worry a person feels socially by using virtual reality. The objectives for my final year project are the following: to identify what resources or components are necessary in developing the virtual reality application, for example, using Unity and Blender, to analyze the different perspectives taken from different research papers associated with my project idea, and coming up with a clear summary and conclusion, to design the user interface of the virtual reality application to be easy to use and comfortable, to develop an application that includes all features I have added on and have outlined in the project proposal to make an excellent virtual reality experience, to test and debug the application for errors and fix these errors so the application runs correctly and can help the user to confront their mental health. Here is the architecture overview. Design. I have made a use case diagram to portray the user interaction with the system. For example, selecting the walking icon or button lets the user to drag the leash 3D model to the pet. I have also created a UML class diagram which shows the structure of the application as seen. Next is the development of my application. I've created a number of icons for the user to click on and press on the buttons to drag the 3D items to the pet. For example, the brush the hair icon would have the comb 3D model being dragged from it to the pet so the brushing action can be initiated. This is the 3D model of the dog, but it needs to be smoothened up and add textures to it, so there is room for improvement. Next, you can see the 3D models of the objects that the user can drag from the icon to the pet. For example, the shower head 3D model can be dragged from the shower icon to the pet so the showering action can be activated. Here you can see extra 3D models that were created to decorate the pet room. For example, the model of the pet house, vase, and television screen. You can see the 3D environment. The background has been made in Unity. This slide presents the source code to drag the objects, but it was filled with errors. There's an image next to the source code of a augmented reality game. I wanted my virtual reality game to look like the user interface as seen in the image. The link for this image is in the references area at the end of the presentation. I chose to approach and follow the agile model for the software development because there is reduction in development time. They can edit stages, unlike the traditional waterfall model, which cannot allow changes to be made to the previous phases. meaning the user cannot go back to changing what they have done in the previous stage. To conclude, the key features and functionality achieved are making the 3D model and 2D icons was achieved. Creating the 3D environment in Unity was achieved as well. The challenges were that I could not complete the coding as it was filled with errors. The 2D icons could not be coded to act like buttons. 3D objects were not attached to icons, and the pet animal was not texturized or smoothened. This is all due to my limited knowledge. In the future, the users can switch to deluxe perspective to experience what it's like to be in the view of the dog. They can also take photos with filters of the pet, which is similar to Snapchat's flower filters, flower crown. And also, it can be made available on other platforms like Android, iOS, video game consoles, PlayStation 5, and Xbox X Series. To improve, I would set up a pet shop to buy accessories for the pet and decorations for the house or room. Can name the pet, change the color of the pet, could be either gradient or linear, and so on. This Gantt chart shows the progress I've made for the project and also the schedule. Here is the references to the pet augmented reality game image on slide 11 and the other reference link for the image waterfall model versus agile model. Thank you for listening.